Yo, this is MegaManFan, and you need to rock and or roll on over to Mr. MegaManFan's YouTube channel, because it's all that rush to make it happen. Peace!
This is legit. I can tell already. 02 board.
Armageddon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when this whole thing started, I decided to finish off my N64 collection. I figured there was no better time.
Yeah. Good.
Well, just don't start to collect for GameCube right now.
Actually, I'm already over 400 GameCube games, so I've been down that rabbit hole and came out the other side, so...
Slow down for now until craziness starts.
No, I already...
Buy from Phil, don't buy from anybody else, because, like, other prices are pretty crazy.
No, I got most of the big hitters years ago, like Akaraga and Cubivore and NCAA 2K3 or NBA 2K3, whichever one it was.
NCAA college basketball.
Yeah, I got that one from
that
a gamer.
That stupid game that's $5 on PS2, but it's 150 whatever on GameCube because of some stupid licensing thing.
Right. Yeah, I got
People
that.
go crazy for stuff like that.
I got a lot of that stuff out of the way back in the 2000s, so thankfully I'm not paying those prices for most things.
Good. You're probably one of the few.
I'm gonna have to take this off, in order to do that. Do you want me to do that?
You can take that off. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. The homemade labels I don't care about. Oops. So that's 2 down that are authentic so far.
I can tell once I take the cover, the back off. Just look. I can show you what a really bad board or counterfeit looks like.
Yeah. Well, a couple of the sellers actually gave me pictures of the board before they shipped it, so
that's legit too. That's a nice copy.
Worms is good enough.
Yeah.
But as long as it's legit.
Look at that copy.
that one looked so nice that I actually thought it was going to be a fake. I was like, no way. And
actually, I got a copy of Mario Party 3 in not too long ago that was just like that, where the guy that sold it to me went, yeah, I had to open it before just to make sure, because it looked way too clean to be legit. But he said he opened it up and looked up the details of it, and it was fine. One of the cleanest copies of the game I've ever seen.
It's one of those weird situations now where you don't want something to be either too clean or too dirty, because either way it could be.
It has to have just the right amount of wear on it to know it's legit. Especially 64. Like 64, there's so many fakes coming up now. Like
that's what made me super nervous about buying these. I was like,
I can rough that one up for you a little bit if you want. I'd be more than happy to do that.
That one's good too?
Yep.
I wondered with that big T written on it. I'm like, what are they trying to tell me with T? Like transparently fake? You know, it's like, why is there a T on there?
Probably some guy named Travis owned it before.
I can't tell you how many Atari 2600 games I have where somebody wrote their name in marker right across the front label. It's like, could you at least like get a Sharpie and write it on the back where it wouldn't like...
Where you could actually take it off without damaging the cover.
Blockbuster, man.
Yeah, I was fairly confident in that one when it said property of Blockbuster. I'm like, there's a low chance that's going to be a fake.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know why this one's not working, and it's probably still going to not work.
Got some deep cuts in the grooves there.
Good chunk missing out of it.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to read.
That's not coming out.
I can see that from there. Did you hit it with some sandpaper?
No.
I tell you what, that Battlefront that I took off of my locker here. Let me see it. Can I see it?
Go for it. If anything, I'll talk to the guy like, hey, I'll send you the disc back and keep the case and manual and let you keep $15.
Right.
Because I can order a disc from GameStop with points. So.
And still get it complete because you've already got the case and manual. So.
Especially if he's just going to dump it somewhere as defective. So he told me to try to fix it as best I can.
So just something to think about. You have nothing to lose.
Of course, knowing my luck, he'll come back and say, well, now you messed with it, so now it's your fault. Like, no, that's not what you told me.
That Blockbuster stuff is really blocking you.
Do I take this part off?
No. You,
what do I do?
you just mount it just like that.
Oh, down that way. Oh, okay.
Were you working on a master system before we all got here?
You gotta go and watch the feed or the video on that.
Oh, you were doing a live?
Oh, I was getting pissed at that thing last night. So this is the master system too, and this thing was giving me all kinds of audio problems.
Not sound playing right, not.
No, just
No,
hit
no
it.
solution?
Just hit it for 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
10 seconds. Put it through a 10-second cycle, and then put it through a 2-minute cycle on the
With this one?
with that one.
Okay.
So it was giving me all kinds of audio issues. So I thought, well, that's got to be capacitors. So I
Right.
replaced all the caps. Same problem.
Oh,
then I
no.
thought it has to be the RF. So I replaced the RF.
And that didn't do anything.
And then I didn't do it. And then I went down to the voltage regulator, and that was kind of flaky. So I replaced that as well, and I still had the same problem. And then finally I said, screw it. I'm just gonna AV mod this thing, and just bypass the RF altogether.
And that did it.
And I put it directly to this encoder chip right here, pin 9, and I still had that audio issue. And so I started doing more research, and I was like, well, screw it, I'm just gonna go directly to the audio chip.
You bypassed everything.
Yeah, and so you're pulling the video from here, that's the ground, and then this is the audio.
Wow.
And then I finally got it to stop.
That is a lot of work for a Sega Master System.
That's a 3-hour board right there.
Oh man. Not gonna see your money back on that.
Don't worry, you can sell it for $300, right? That way you'll have your time into it.
Yeah, speaking of sell it for $300, if we ever get inside of this, that's probably what I paid.
I told Skylar, I said, and this is why you send me your stuff, and this is why I bill you the way I do. Because I don't know too many people who would spend 3 hours on this thing.
What special edition? You've been working hard to finish that collection with all
That's
the
good.
uncommons.
It's legit.
Anything that says property of Blockbuster, I knew it was gonna be a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Wish when those Blockbusters had been going out of business, I'd had the foresight to just go in there and pick up all their exclusives.
Yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't even,
Definitely
that was
some
just
that had
Blitz. That wasn't the super expensive one.
Hindsight is easy, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean my GameCube collection that I sold has probably doubled in value since I sold everything.
Oh, so you clearanced and started over again?
I didn't even. I'm not even starting over.
Oh.
It's not a point in my life where I want to collect anything.
Oh.
At least not anything that big in,
Grandiose.
terms of volume.
Mhm.
So I sold 90% of it.
Oh, that's awful.
Look at that. But it worked though. I tested it and it works.
I'm sure it does. It's an N64 game. How many N64 games have you had in your fixing days, Phil, that have not worked?
A couple.
A couple.
But, while we're on that subject, I don't know if I
Like
have
what
it readily available.
what percentage of games have you had that? Oh my god!
Holy crap. Wow.
I got that to work. And
What
Yeah.
game is that even? I couldn't
That's
tell
Smash.
from the label. That's Smash?
And I asked him, I said, do you want me to put it on a donor board? And he said, how much time do you have in it right now? I said, about $10 worth. Donor board is going to be another 5, about another 20. He goes, no, just leave it. You're not going to put that back on there.
Oh, you're not even going to let me put it back on there, are you?
No. That's not going to happen.
Phil has too big of a heart to let you do that.
I don't know what I'd be willing to bet you that the bottom one isn't much better. When in doubt.
I think we should replace them all then.
It's going to continue to spread. This one's in better shape.
Should we wipe that out with something before we put it in there? Or?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to let you do that because I got to use the restroom.
Oh, sure, yeah. Where's your cleaning supplies?
He probably has a towel under there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see a towel. What do you think? Just hit it with the spray or the Goo Gone? Which would get it better?
That stuff. Maybe Gugon or
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Maybe even Brasso if we have some.
Yeah, I kind of worry about using Brasso because that has the reputation of destroying things, which is also why I want to be careful with this Gugon not to get it on anything else.
Yeah, for sure.